started out as, just trying to think outside the box. We do these great retreats, and there's always a great message behind it, and folks learn a lot, but we are growing, and to get, over 400 people in a room to do activities all at the same time, I think it was Deb Medeiros who said, why don't we think outside the box? Rather than getting everybody into a room, why don't we think of something else? And just the creative ideas started flowing from there. And we landed on The Amazing Race.
My shirt says, "Not all who wander are lost." And we did a lot of wandering during the course of The Amazing Race. And you're going to hear about a lot of the challenges that people had trying to go from place to place or coordinate together. But there were also challenges on the other side of the coin too, in the design team. I mean, we were very aware of the fact that this was going to be darn near impossible. And how do you coordinate things? How do you communicate things? How do you make sure that people don't lose the interest and the excitement that they had on the very first day? Hitting those beach balls around was pretty exciting. And it was a real challenge trying to figure out, for us, how to maintain that and keep it going. So, where do we go from here, I guess?
Hey, oh, let's go. Shoot them in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all ripped up and ready.
So I think that the biggest challenges that we faced for our team was time management and trying to get everybody on the same page in meeting times. We had a lot of people who were in Head Start on our team, and it was really hard to get teachers to have coverage and things like that. So we did a lot of our work through email, and that seemed to work for people. And when people could meet, we would try to meet once a month and get together.
So the biggest challenges I think we faced were we had some TAs on our team, and they don't have the schedule flexibility that a lot of other people do. So scheduling is sometimes an issue.
So one of the biggest challenges for me during the Amazing Race, since I actually was a captain, was just balancing trying to complete the challenges myself while trying to receive the information from what my team members were doing on the challenges, and just really finding time to sit down at the computer, put it all together, and submit it. Since I am on the road, I kind of felt like I was tasks or had to choose between doing something for my own productivity, meeting the needs of a family, and the Amazing Race, which was really challenging for me.
I think one of the biggest challenges was trying to get our team together to meet, getting teachers and teachers' assistants to cover classrooms so we can all meet. And some challenges that we also had were trying to get people to participate.
Biggest challenges were the diversity of everybody's job. So everybody has different busy seasons, so it was hard to get everybody together on the same page after that first day, which was after an all-staff meeting. You know, even when emails would go out, it was just understandably not everybody could respond in a timely fashion, or they didn't get a chance to see it, or that was the hugest challenge, I believe.
I think one of the biggest challenges in the Amazing Race was finding the time to actually do it. Because at the time I was working with the admin team and I was quite busy.
I think the biggest challenges were actually finding some of the things that were on the list, getting other staff on the team to want to do stuff, to get us together as a group. But I think our group did very well for itself.
Hey, oh, let's go!
I learned that there are some very creative people here. Some of the ideas that were brought to the table were amazingly creative.
What new thing did I learn? So I actually went on a home visit with one of the EI workers who does speech therapy, and I got to see up close and personal how hard she works and some of the techniques she uses to work with families. It was very cool.
Well, it was always really great meeting new people. For me, it was great learning about the integration. I don't even know if that's how Children's Friend talks about integration, but even researching and learning that aspect was just really nice.
The amazing part of how we're alike, and we do things alike, just because I'm doing the billing piece, feeling that it's not, I'm not going to say not as important, but you know, where the rewards are, you know, I helped a child today, but I did help a child today because we were in this together, and that's what I learned from it, and I think it's good integration.
That we can actually integrate and have a good time.
Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go.
A lot of folks on our team just had fun with it. We made a collage, we made a bridge, an actual bridge out of construction paper and cardboard, and a lot of us understood that this is really just about getting to know each other, and so that was fun.
I wanted to win. I wanted our team to win. I wanted us to get as many of the little, categories in as possible. Why? Because I have a competitive spirit.
David Caprio was on our team. That was a motivator.
So I think what kept us motivated was our team leader, Chris Salem. She checked in with us pretty much weekly or bi-weekly, even in between the scheduled Amazing Race check-in. So we heard from her quite a bit, and I think that kept people motivated and kept people moving. And she was constantly sending reminder emails and phone calls. So I think that really kept us motivated because she was very motivated to get us to a place where we ended up scoring in second place. So clearly her method worked.
What really kept me motivated is, for one, I am a motivated person. I have to say that I am not a competitive person, but I have to say my captain, Hola, Berry Paola Burbay, and I'm going to ruin your name now. Paola was an excellent captain for this team. She was not only motivated, but she was competitive in the same token.
And then for Karen Izzo to come up with the idea of getting a drone and getting Amy Mitchell on top of Summer Street to get this, live action footage, just like the Amazing Race show, was just phenomenal. And she was so determined to make that happen. And it was awesome that we were able to pull that off.
You're going through a tight one. You keep the listen that mind. Let's drink up. The falling in the back seat.
I found a journal article based on a paper that was by the Rockefeller Institute that they had done with the Casey Foundation regarding integration in human services. And I'm just going to read from my notes because I couldn't really remember. But they came up with a continuum, and it was perfect for our bridge. And so we used these for our bridge. And it was 6 items. And it began with communication, cooperation, collaboration. Oops, let me try it again. Communication, cooperation, coordination, collaboration, integration, which then leads to consolidation.
I thought I saw a new level of integration in at Children's Friends in general, not just in my department. I got to integrate with other people, which normally doesn't happen, only when we have retreats and stuff like that. So as we got together and focused on the checkpoints, how we work together as a team, it showed wonderful integration.
Just we're all working together, doing the same thing, just trying to do the best for our families.
Okay, so integration is vital to our success as an agency. In order to improve our client support by learning about our many programs in order to serve our different communities and increase our public relations, especially since we work with a lot of communities in poverty, and they depend on us. we need to know what we're doing. I think integration means to unify and to bring together. I think that's what the purpose of the Amazing Race was. It's nice to see how what everybody does, like the difference that it makes. And at the end of the day, we all do something that is new, nifty, and noteworthy. And it's really nice to see how far that goes in the long run.
So I think integration is employees understanding that how we all fit together, how our work contributes to the larger picture of Children's Friend, and that services and programs aren't able to be provided unless everybody is chipping in, doing their part at the agency. And so integration is understanding that.
In order to service families, integration is very important. We need to know each other so we can help each other and help families.
And I completely agree, Nina. I think that integration is really important, and over time I've learned the importance of it and how best to go about it. With the Amazing Race in the beginning, it was really nice to have that face-to-face time with my team and meeting everybody, talking through what each program does, talking through what their jobs look like and their challenges. Some of our teammates had the opportunity to observe each other, and I think that was really a good way to learn about other programs and what each of us do in the program. Also talking about the agency goals and how we each participate in those goals and how we each push them forward was a really good opportunity when we had the face-to-face time. But with anything, I think that overall the Amazing Race was good for some people and not good for others. So I think that to move forward, we really just need to find a different way to talk about integration that might work for more people.
To me, program integration means individuals from different programs in the company coming together to meet a common goal.
The backbeat, let's speak up. Let's go. Shoot 'em in the back now. What they want, I don't know.
Don't get me verklempt. I've been here 9.5 years, and it might be a mission statement. We are a leader. Everybody has to work, right? So why not work in a place that treats you well, and has a mission and are driven, and crazy stuff happens all the time. We're all stressed. It's work, or it would be called play. But here at Children's Friend, you're recognized for the job that you do, and we serve families well. And I think that is a continuing legacy that we have here at Children's Friend.
What does Children's Friend mean to me? If I summarize it in one word, I think it's care. One of the things that I've noticed doing a lot of collaborative work with other organizations is that Children's Friend shows sincere care for the families and children that they serve.
What Children's Friend means to me, I think, I see it as a curious thing. The mission is really fantastic. I love, love, love what we do. We do some cutting edge stuff. It's super important right now. I'm a little bit amazed and in awe because of the size of the organization and how we're working with limited funds, and we're scrambling to get more funds to keep our programs working. I'm also, as one who's worked in nonprofits for almost 20 years, I'm extremely in awe of the fact that we're a 183-year-old organization. I do believe the downside of that is we're kind of stuck in a traditional model, which comes, I think, just from being old. And yet we're doing some innovative work. So I see a lot of paradoxes. Paradoxi, I'm not sure of the term. But I do see a lot of, it's like there are conflicts that go on between trying to move ahead and yet you're always seatbelted in somehow.
So Children's Friend means to me that we are helping our most vulnerable neighbors, folks that may have just fallen into some circumstances that they didn't necessarily control and need our help, and Children's Friend works to help those families.
The mission is what is meaningful to me, and what I really appreciate is the work that we all do for our families and helping our families in the community.
No, it means everything, but I've been here so long, it's, that we are together, and there are a lot of everyone is valuable here at this agency. From someone just picking up a piece of paper to someone that, has the mission, has a child displaced in adoption with a beautiful family, from the child care, the foster care, all our programs, and how hard everybody works at it. And we do it together. At the end of the day, we're as one, together.
The pilot in the backseat, the generator still hits, but says to the backbeat, this creek bop. Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go.
So, the only question that remains is, are we going to do this again? And to that, I would have to say, you'll have to wait and see.